Hello, welcome to today's stream. I'm going to talk about the new Evil Dead Rise. Um, yeah. Um, anyway, welcome to the today's stream. How's everyone doing? Um, just how's about um, I- um, do I stream it or am I live? What the? Guessing I'm live. Anyway, so yeah, I watched the new Evil Dead film yesterday, and gotta say. It's actually a top tier film. I give it a 9 out of 10 for me. I loved every bit of it. I thought the kills were good. The actress, something, what's her name? She was something like that. She was good as that when she became a Deadite, when she's like, Mummy's with the maggots and stuff like that. I love when stuff like that happens. But I gotta say, the one that's more gory is the 2013 Evil Dead. Like you actually see someone get stabbed with glass in the eyes. Like, some woman's cut in the jaw with glass. There's a lot of horrible stuff that happens in that film. Um, what else? Is the 2013 Evil Dead. Yeah, the characters are alright. Obviously, you're never gonna get Ash, fuck's sake. Ash Williams, that's his name. God damn it, I couldn't think of it then. But see if anyone joins. Da, 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 da. So I wonder if anyone's in the stream. If you are, let me know, but I don't think there is. One of the best things about this film is the kills. I love this is full spoilers anyway, by the way. But the kills with yeah, the kills with well, the reference from The Shining is awesome where you're in they're in the lift trying to get it to go down, and then because the keys are in like the door, they pull the keys out, and the door shut, and as they're trying to get down, next minute it's full of blood. Yeah, it's full of blood and it's everywhere. It floods that much, the lifts breaks because of the weight limit and crashed into the bottom floor, and the lift opens and blood flies out like in The Shining. They definitely gotta be big fans of The Shining, that's what I think anyway. I hope they make more of these films. There is a way they can do two films. They could do the one where at the beginning of the film you've got the girl and this one who's got a drone that does the shot with the camera moving, like in the original Evil Dead. Comes out, it's a drone. And then they're like, how's Jessica? Oh, I don't know. Slipping it off so she can get better from whatever happened to her. Because the thing that happened to her, you'll find that out. So the girl goes in the house to make sure her friend's alright, and she goes in the room, and so the girl that's in the room sits down, starts to read a book, and then she looks up, and her friend's like with her back against behind her, so you can't see her face. She starts reading the words of the book in a fucking spooky way, and then the girl's like, "Oh, stop it, Jessica, stop!" So she falls and off the bed, so she goes round to make sure she's alright. Turns out she's a dead eye. She grabs a ponytail of the one who's checking on her and pulls the fucking scalp off. She scalps her. And then somehow she makes it back to the water. And the lad that says, like, oh my god, what the fuck's happened? Trying to help her. Then what happens to him? Well, she gets. Yeah, the night girl grabs the drone, hits herself on the face, and then falls in the water. She's like, oh, I've got to save her. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or friend. She jumps in the water and he gets murdered. And he then gets torn off and gets thrown at everyone. Which is really cool. Oh my god, this film was awesome. I absolutely love this film. I think top tier for me. I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, that's the beginning. It's just one day earlier, and we meet the main character. What's her name? So some girl that's she's part of a band or something. Or she's with the band, I don't know. But she does a pregnancy test and then she goes to the apartment complex and we meet the main family of characters. So we meet this girl or boy, I don't know, one of them. She's like, "Oh, where's my t-shirt? I'm going to protest." And the mom's like, "You're not going to protest on your own. You're not going." And she's like, "But I go with my friend," and the friend's t-shirt, the mum's created something, and was just be creative or something. And then we see the little young girl. She's using the scissors to chop the doll's head off, and so she can put on a stick. And then we meet the lad who's basically doing DJ stuff with like a turntable that, which will come into the film, come into the main story later. Um, there's a knock on the door. It turns out it's just got these two lads. One young, one a bit older than him. I'm not. No one's watching it, so I don't know what it's all about. But yeah, this that's the loving family. Like, oh, they all care for each other. And when the ones are at the door, she's like, "In your dreams," and he shuts out and he storms off. And then here comes here comes Ellie's sister. That's what the main That's what the woman's called. The mum. And knocks on the door, and she opens the door. No one's there. She goes out the door, turns, and she's like, "Where is anyone?" And then next week she gets jump scared by her sister. She's like, "Holy shit, what are you doing here?" Didn't know he's coming. Turns out they've got a bit of a bad. They've got a bit family problems, which is obvious. Like apparently she left phone calls, but she never answered the phone calls or the voicemail. She never listened to it. And then so they can have a talk. She says the kids to go get some pizza, and they're talking about. Like, I know. I'm sorry I don't answer my phone. They get along, then everything starts shaking. The kids are in the car park underneath. And there's an earthquake because they're in LA, wherever. Massive earthquake that breaks the floor and makes a hole, and it turns out there's an old bank vault, and the DJ kid goes down there, starts looking around. He finds a picture of some priests. I don't know if one of them's Bill. I don't know if one of them's Ash. Bruce Campbell. I don't know if one of them is Bruce Campbell. I don't know, which is cool. Great. Don't know if that's gonna start the streaming could do. Is it public? Let's have a look. I think it is. Wait, what this? Have I done the... Yeah, it's a really interesting film. I loved it. Um, yeah, it's a really good film. I recommend it if you're a horror fan to go watch it. Well, obviously, this spoilers, so I kind of ruined a lot of it, the beginning bit of the story and that, but yeah. If you like what you're listening to, don't forget to subscribe and stuff. Hmm. So yeah, that's what happens. Da, 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 da. Yeah, this film it's actually Evil Dead does not have a bad film, I don't think. It's hard to rank them because for me, I like Army and Darkness. Why is it doing that? That was weird. Why is it doing that? Yeah, yeah, the kid gets jump scared by a statue of Jesus on the cross that he freaks out and turns out there's a thing behind him, a whole altar of crosses and stuff, and then he finds this thing wrapped up the opposite. Bugs fly off it like I don't know what bugs they are, but they fly. And it's if it turns out it's a book, the book of the dead or damned, whatever. It's one of the books. There's three books apparently, three different ones, which is very interesting. really good. Yeah, to being a kid, kids do what kids do. Where you put you cut yourself on a book, dropped it on blood, and the book examined it, and then the book opens. So what does the book have? It has creepy pictures of deadites or what monsters, whatever demons, and then he puts the turntable, puts the vinyl in, and then starts spinning it, and that's hearing that priest talking. The priests are talking about. They're talking about the book, and they're gonna do some. They're gonna read some of the words from the book, and when they told that to you hear Ash's voice, it's locked up for a reason. And then they start saying creepy things, and the kid tries to turn it off, but he won't let him. And then as this is going on, the mum is they've got to move out they've got to move out soon because it's gonna get knocked down the apartment complex. So she's got a box taking it down to the car park, but when she gets to the bottom, she gets it with the camera moving, which is a deadite, like it's inside the living room, and she's getting attacked. And then puts a rope and it tries to choke her. And she gets her feet up on the sides and she didn't get choked. But then her wrists and the legs get caught and she dies and then like takes her money. And the mum just walks in the apartment room and the mum looking at Mum, you alright? The lights have gone out. She goes in the kitchen. But this part is where the film starts getting intense. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens. But yeah, there's the cooker on, she's got a pan on it, and then she starts throwing eggs in it. Not just like breaking them apart with the egg yolk, she's putting the shell in it. And the one like, you're alright. And she's like, oh, God, all I can think about is killing you lot. And then and their family are like, what? Why would you want to kill us? And she's like, she's free. She gets going mental. She charges and she just like weird stuff. And, like her back contorted and that. And then she throws up on the floor. And she faints in it. So they're trying to take her down to find the lift's damaged, the wreck, and then they try and go to the exit where the stairs are. Just that the stairs are broken and trapped. And and she's dead. They presume she's dead. They take her to a room and there's a neighbour that you must like her or something. And close their eyes, and then their eyes open, and just like close them again. They pray, they do a prayer, not a prayer, I don't know why they do the prayer, but they do that part's in the film. Oh yeah, then the neighbour and this old guy who's got a shotgun, they're getting tools to try and break into one of the rooms that's got no one in it so they can get down the ladders because they're trapped and they can't get service or anything. But then the girl's phone goes off. She's like, "What the hell?" Just a message. It's like, "Help me!" And then behind her sister sits up. Then the kids come in and goes, "Mum, all right, alive?" Because they presume she was dead, which I thought she was dead, which is great. Just where it, they take her to the bath because she's burning up. She starts throwing metal in the bath, so they get out. So all just stood there. Next minute, she flies in the air on the ceiling, and then she drops back in the water there, and just when they bought, they're sort of like, what the hell is going on? And then she pokes right up out the water, and she's like, and the boy's like, Mum, is it? Mummy's not here anymore. She's with the maggots. I was like, oh my god, that's the night's for you. And then she charged them, they move quick, got a piece of glass in her hand. The little girl and her sister, they stand at the door and they're like, but then the sister attacks her sister, the one who's alive, attacks, gets attacked, and the glass goes right through her hand. And when she's like, picks her hand from bleeding out, the, the oldest little girl, whatever, she gets, the mum grabs a needle, stabs it in the brain, and then she cuts her in the cheek, but it's their eye first. But don't cut her eye, their cheeks, yeah, oh my god, what is going on? Obviously that happens. But then someone gets hit with a chair and that's it into like the whole room bit of the apartment. And then obviously the neighbours are hearing this stuff going on, they go in there. And then right, the neighbour's like says the name, she charges out and jumps on the back and she bites his eye out. And then she spits her eye, goes into the guy's throat and he chokes to death. And then the sister who's in the apartment slams the door, locks it, puts the chain on, someone chain it, and then the woman's knocking on, like, let me in, let me in. And then she gets shot with a shotgun. Well, she actually killed another kid, she bit his arm off, or pulled his arm off. And everyone outside is dead, and then the old guy comes out with a shotgun and bang! Oh, this film is so good, I can't talk enough about it. Just so many, like, awesome scenes and the tension. Sometimes it does slow down a bit, but it's what I wanted in this film. This film is, I give it a 9 out of 10. And I think the 2013 one, I like it more, but this one is a solid contender. Just, yeah, the 2013 one's more violent and gory and stuff. You actually see a girl cut her arm off and stuff. I went, yeah, it's a lot darker, and that's raining blood. There's a lot more blood in that film than this one. But this one is, yeah, I love this. Characters are great. They're not, count them for the names of most of the kids. There's a lot of crap that ends up happening. Like, oh my god. Yeah, she's not that. She's got shot with a shotgun, but then she kills the guy. Got him in an apartment. The woman's like, what the fuck is this book? Because look at the book now. She's like, I'm gonna skip to the end of the vinyl and try to see if there's a way to stop this crap from, well, this weird demonic stuff from happening. So she goes in that room. When they're both in there, the other kid who got stabbed with the needle in the cheek, she goes in the kitchen, and then the thing on the side on the cheek just it must get infected and changes. She starts puking up bugs and stuff, and she's like, "Oh my god, what is this?" She can't cope with it. It's interesting. Yeah, so she gets that. While that's happening, the little girl goes to the front door, looks through the peephole. She thinks her mum's better, and cause the mum's like, "Mum, Dad's here. You can't see him, but he's here with me. Let us in, let us in." And she lets jump into the door, she gets grabbed by the throat. Them two in the bedroom run out, um, slam the door with the mums and gets the kid off before she can do it, kill the kid. Then they shut the door, unlock it again, and then she goes out, grabs, and obviously she goes in the kitchen, sees she on the side weird, and she turns and she's got glass in it, and she's eating like a glass bottle thing, and when she's small, that you see it go in like a neck, poking out, and then goes down into her stomach. And she's like, I don't like things in my stomach and stuff like that. Yeah, what the fuck? Well, yeah, that's the kid when the lad went in there to find out what's going on. Gets attacked, gets blood splattered all over him, stabbed in the arm, stabbed in the like his heart, I think. And then she comes out the room like, what the fuck is going on? That kid's dead. Because she's listening to the tape at this point, listen to what the priest is saying and stuff. And then she gets attacked by her sister. And the little girl's laid under the couch, she throws the scissors towards her and like, here, take it. Stabs her in the nose, or up into a brain, holy shit. That's intense stuff. And then they run out of the apartment complex and they're trying to burst the door up. So she goes to grab the shotgun, and that's when the mum's back moving. She runs out of the room, she's running towards her, gets a leg shot off with a shotgun, and then she's about to shoot her in the head. Got the guy on the floor, he's a dead right now, he grabs her, and he's like, that's my shotgun, cunt. So that made me laugh. It's great. This fucking film is awesome. I hope they make more. Yeah, they're all the mums on the floor and like two kids who are infected now. Start pretending to cry and then they start laughing. So they run to the elevator when the door isn't like won't shut 'cause the keys are in the way. And they say everyone dies by dawn. You all die by dawn, and they start staring it. And the girl grabs the keys, the door shuts, and starts. It won't go down, but then he starts flooding with blood, and I'm like, this is the Shining reference in it. Oh, I can't wait for this. So that's filling up. And while that's happening outside, the kids and that all in, they're all coming together like with body parts that to make this weird creature thing. Like a rat. Like in the Lost of Us Part 2 you have to fight the Rat King, it's something like that. That comes through the vent trying to get him. But there's a certain amount of weight that can go in the lift. It breaks and falls down and it smashes open. You go flying out with all the blood in the car park. It's just there with the little girl there. They get in the car, they drive the car back, and then they're trying to open the garage door. It won't open. Well, it opens, and then the car gets stuck in a hole that was left by the earthquake. And then through the back of the door, so when the lift are open, so meaning that the creature hybrid of three of them are there. They get out the car, and it's about sneaky back. So the gate starts shutting, so the little girl the older woman, they run. They both get under, but the one guy gets pulled back by the creature and thrown into like a van. Just the girl's like, I've got back for her, I've got to save her. I'm not letting this die, I'm not letting her die, the little girl. She's kicking like the gate to break back in. While the mum gets a chainsaw and she's about to cut into the girl's head, cut her head off. Well, that's when the other girl's like, come get some or something like that. And I'm like, yes. This is when the fight happens. She gets it. Just gun flies and the chainsaw's on the other side. She, there's like this machine that grinds her up that's there. And the monster's on it and she turns it on. And she's putting the other girl into it. But the other girl's like, turns it off. So the other girl gets the chainsaw and she turns it on. The other girl turns the grinder back on. And then the big creature gets pushed into it. And the chainsaw goes for the head. It's not as violent as the chainsaw kill in the 2013 one, which is really good. Just stabs it right in the. Just cuts it into pieces. And you're like, oh yeah. But yeah, the creature. She pushes the head in, them to escape. She picks the chainsaw back up when they're leaving. They're covered in blood, by the way, which do you think the cops are gonna be like, what the fuck happened to them? Why are they covered in blood? They're gonna get arrested. So they investigate but then on the fifth floor, this is where we meet the girl from the beginning, called Jessica. She's coming out, gets in the car. She's been talking to her friend saying, I'm gonna pick you up in 15. We'll go to the cabin. And then she sees in like the mirror, like all blood everywhere. With the carnage that happened, and she gets out. She starts screaming, and then she gets possessed by the night, and that's the film. So somehow she drove all the way to like cabin without turning to the night. Well, whatever. Yeah, there could be two sequels. It could be the one where you go at the cabin, not just go because they said 5 people were on their way because they're running late and stuff. So you're like, they could be there. They could be on the thing, which would be awesome. But yeah, it could be a continued. But the cabin, we see what happens to the priest. We don't know everything that happened to the priest. There's a lot of information that we could find out, which would be cool. I would love any of them. This is not the only franchise that doesn't have like a timeline, really. Like you've the first one, Ash he dies, but then the second one, because he had more budget than he could make it, they made a like one was where he cuts his hand off and stuff, and you open a portal to end the Dead Eyes, which accidentally pulls him into medieval times, and then you've got Army of Darkness, British in medieval times. He's fighting giants and little tiny ones of himself and others, and it's great. And evil Ash, and then obviously we have the 2013 movie, which is a different book yet again, and different characters. I think it's like a guy called Ash. He was at the main character at the end. Because they've gone to the cabin to stop the girl from doing drugs, so they can try to wean them off it, which is a hard thing to do. Then there's the TV series, which, oh my god, the series is incredible. I love the series, I think it's great. It's comical, it's Ash, what you want. Oh, I really miss that show. That ends on another cliffhanger. So they all end up cliffhangers, really. Which is funny. And then obviously we got this new one, so Evil Dead's like the only one that's never ends bad. I just think this show is just series is just I don't think there's any bad ones. Which is nuts if you ask me. I think that's crazy. There's so, yeah, I like Evil Dead a lot. 2013. It's funny how a lot of people didn't like that when it came out, but I liked it when I first watched it, which wasn't long ago. I was like, oh, this is pretty decent. This is awesome. You're gonna eat your soul, and it's so oh, it's epic. So why do people get the box right when it's wrapped up in whatever material, and then it's got barbed wire around it, and the guy in 2013 is like, I'm gonna open this because I'm clever, and this is gonna be a great thing to do. And you're like, no, don't do it. Which I'm like, what the hell? Why do people get when it's wrapped up in whatever the barbed wire, and then yeah, he opens it, starts reading Latin, and he releases demons on everyone, which is funny. Really silly though. The book is cursed. You don't want to mess with that. It's so good. The series is incredible. I love every bit of it. It's, this is, if you ever watch this in the future, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and obviously I will answer the comments and stuff if you do that. This is just in case you watch it back in the future. This series is epic. I love it. Every bit of it is great. Um, the characters are great. You can never beat Ash though. Ash is the man. So I'd love to meet Bruce Campbell one day. That'd be great. Bruce Campbell is awesome, if you ask me. What do you guys think of Bruce Campbell? I think he's epic. Yeah, if they do, I hope they do more. I'd love to see how the first what happened to all the priests, how did they die, what killed them, what's deadites with this different sort of deadites, which would be epic to see. They could do a lot with these things if they were to. I hope they do in the future. Then I would love a sequel. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the director says. I think this movie, in its first opening day, it made 10 million. I read that the budget was 15, so pretty sure this film will make a profit. 15 though, like, that's not. That's such a crazy, so much to do with that much money. Just shows that you don't need fucking 200 million budget or 150 million budget to make a film profit because making 200 million, they don't million for it, and then it has to make like 600 million just to break even or whatever. Stupid. Like Indiana Jones being 850 million, which is, yeah, that makes no sense at all. I don't understand why they do that and what. But yeah, this film, 9 out of 10. I don't know where to rank it in the franchise. That's if you're going for the like gore, 2013 would be one, and then two would be this one, and three probably the second one, then one, and then each. Then Ash versus, oh yeah, that's what I would if you had to rank them. Not the one I'm saying anymore, but yeah, that would be sick. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick stream, 26 minutes. I hope you watch this back, guys. Leave comments, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next stream, which will be Tuesday, which will be the normal podcast on the real snakes. So, thanks for listening. Goodbye.